Hey, let's talk about Spectacular Spider-Man. More specifically, the Spectacular Spider-Man that took sides with Miguel. The theory is, the reason he took sides with Miguel was because that he lost a great tragedy. He lost Gwen, he lost Captain Stacy, he probably lost Aunt May, and that's what pushed him to the edge. And if somebody told you that everything you have will be lost because you're destined to have that path because you're Spider-Man. But these people, like these other people, these other Spider-Men, they went through the same tragedies as you. And it's only ironic and it's only fitting because of that reason, And a lot of people ask, Peter wouldn't do that. Spectacular Spider-Man wouldn't do that. He would never take sides with Miguel. And you forget that this scene exists because Peter was willing to quit being Spider-Man. He was willing to have a normal life because he was tired of losing who he was and tired of losing his whole vendetta because Peter literally was like questioning everything. But the reason he stopped was because he was like, what would Uncle Ben do? What would he do? What would he say in this moment? What would he say in this situation? And he realized that. And that's what stopped him. That's what made him say, okay. That's what he made him realize, okay, I gotta be Spider-Man. I gotta. But you gotta think, right? This man right here was like his mentor. He probably told Peter that he figured out his identity. And Peter was probably shocked at first. But then he was like, he saw his Captain Stacy as a mentor. And Captain Stacy probably saw Peter as a son figure. And he probably looked up to him so much. And he was like, they both admired each other as both. And when he probably died, it took Peter it made him question everything. But it didn't question him enough yet. So he probably lost Gwen. And then he went like going through it all. He was going through it. He was probably going through all that emotional. And then he probably lost Aunt May. And you never know. Miguel probably came around like when he was visiting Aunt May at the gravesite. He was like, Peter, he says, come with me. And Peter probably was hesitating to join the Spider Society. But then Miguel probably was like, hey, Peter, it's not your fault. This is the fate of Spider-Mans around the multiverse. Every Peter went through the same thing you were going through. It's the Spider-Man fate. It's the Spider-Man destined. It's the web of destiny. And he probably told him that